Hey you guys, welcome back to another Phoenix story time kind of thing. Now, since I talked about the world, I'm going to start talking about the girls and their personalities, just so you can kind of get an idea of maybe why they do what they do. For the most part, I'm just winging this kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm not really big on telling my stories or writing them down. So a lot of the stuff is just on the fly, I guess. Just kind of made up while I'm talking. I do have notes, obviously, but yeah. But here is Maiyah, and this is I'm doing her today. And if I do seem a little awkward, or if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, that's kind of why. I just don't do story things very well. I don't know. But anyway, I wasn't going to do her because I was going to remake her dress, because I decided the reason why I don't like her that much is because of her dress. Her dress is not what I want. I don't like the dress. So what I'm going to end up doing is making her a longer dress, because I think that would suit her a little bit better, especially since she is the oldest. So I think something that's more like, not a gown, but more gown-ish. Something that went below the knee as she like falls backwards. Just something that would make a little more sense for her, to me anyway. But yes. For one, her name is Samaiyah. It was a suggestion through Facebook. I had posted, what should I name her, because I couldn't figure out what her name should be. And someone suggested Samaiyah. And I was just not, I don't like long names. A lot of the times they're hard for me to say, especially if I'm doing something like this, where I'm constantly saying their name. And if I say a lot, I apologize. In a lot of my videos, I say a lot. It's a nervous habit, and I try not to do it, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I just kind of nicknamed her Maiyah. It's a lot easier for me to say, and gets the point across. And as far as species goes, I guess out of the three girls, she looks the most human. If she wasn't dead, obviously. Since she is dead, she's like all completely pasty white, and I think if she was alive, she would look like, if I was to make her a doll that was an alive person, like walking around, I would most likely make her out of a Cleo, because I imagine if I was to make their mother, I would use a Cleo doll, or not a Cleo, a Nephra doll, because if I wanted their mother, I really want to make a doll that would be bigger and taller than the rest of the dolls that I have. Because of that, so, yeah, she's not very phoenixy. She doesn't have claws. She really, the only thing she has is the feather hair and the eyes that kind of resemble the phoenix-ness of her. So there's that. That, and I think overall she looks a lot like her mother would. I don't know, just in looks, I think that's probably what her, because she looks very human, and her mother looks human as well. And speaking of her mother, she actually has a lot of the traits that her mother has. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I said, like, her mother is very headstrong, very strong view, headstrong, and very, like, she's stubborn and stuff, and when she gets a thought across of, like, I want to do this, and I'm gonna do it, you're not gonna stop me, kind of thing. Although it was never anything that was rude. Like, their mother was a very kind and nice person, although there was a limit to that. Like, you push her the wrong way, you're gonna get pushed back. But she has that kind of personality, but, like, in almost the other direction. Well, that makes it sound like she's the opposite. She's not the opposite. It's just I don't know, she can be very pompous. She's very, like, as far as magic is concerned, like their mother loved to learn any type of magic, whatever it was, she wanted to learn it. She liked magic, and she thought even though she would probably never use any of it, like, the Phoenix family, most Phoenixes don't need spells. They usually have what I call natural magic. That is basically basic magic they are born with. So, like, I'm going to use Charmed. If you guys don't know what Charmed is, it's a TV show from TNT. And, it's like about witches and stuff. Anyway, so those girls were born with the powers of, like, telekinesis, power to freeze things, and some other thing, you know. But they learned how to do potion making and spells. So there. So it's kind of similar in that way, where Phoenix people are born with natural powers, and for the most part, they're not very powerful people. Like I said, their mother was the most powerful person of the time that was outspoken about being very powerful in any way. Sorry if this doesn't make sense, and I know I'm babbling a lot about their mother, just because her and her mother are a lot alike, so. But yeah, very pompous, and what I was trying to say about the, there's like glue stuck in her hair, and I'm not, like I said, she's very pompous about it. She doesn't believe that she needs to learn certain things, just because the magic that she has is good enough, and making that stronger is better than learning how to do spells, or learning potions, or, morph magic is something that will be more common, would be a subject I talk about in another video, not in maybe this series, but in another series, so that's why I'm kind of mentioning it. Morph magic is something that is learned. If you do have it naturally, it's not a common thing. It's not common to have that power naturally. Although she is pompous in that way, she's not mean or horrible or anything like that. I'd say I guess ignorant is a good way to put it. So like, overall, I guess that's kind of her personality. And she's very protective of her sisters. I will say, though, I think she doesn't care for humans that much, even though she does look like a human, even though her mother looks... I'm going to just say it right now. Her mother full on looks like a human. As soon as she learned morph magic, and as soon as she decided that's the form she wanted, she decided to be in the form of a human. So yeah, just overall, I just don't think she just finds being around humans pleasant. Like I said, she's very magic orientated. She does think magical people are better to be around than humans, but although she doesn't hate humans, she doesn't have a hateful thing towards them. She just doesn't care to be around them. And then she does have, believe it or not, she was thought to be one of the most powerful out of the four girls, the four sisters, and she was, while she was alive. While she was alive, she was the most powerful out of the four girls. Obviously, nowhere near powerful as their mother. Although she was close. I'm sure she would have been more powerful if she decided to learn some more than just what she was given. And yeah, and like I said again, the pompous attitude towards, like, I'm all powerful, I don't need to learn these things, or it kind of leads into why she died. She basically went dark, and what I mean by going dark, she, like, think of it as going into beast mode, and she just put every bit of energy out that she could, thinking that she could, and whenever someone goes dark, a lot of the times the person ends up dying because it uses up not only your magical energy, but it uses your your soul energy. So, like, I mean, if your soul has no energy left, nothing to sustain your body, obviously your body will die. So that's kind of what happened. She went dark thinking she could just willy-nilly come back to, like, not come back to life, but like come back to normalness and just be okay. That's not what happened. She ended up dying. And I'll get to why she dies and all that other stuff. But I think overall that's kind of her personality. That's kind of a look at why she does the things she does and who she is as a person. And like I said, I think she's very protective of her sisters, and overall I think that's why she died. Although, even though her death could have probably been avoided if she... Yeah, I think her death could have been avoided if she thought things through a little bit better. But overall, and by the way, she does come back. I think I said that in another video. She comes back as just a spirit, and even though she's earthbound, she's tied. Her spirit is basically tied to Fee's, because Fee is the one that brought her back. She brought her spirit back, and even I think it's like she can, because she's in the human world. She's on our plane, so she can basically do magic. Because in the astral plane, there's no magic. So, yep. So, now she's back, and, of course, I'll talk about it in the story and stuff like that. But I hope that is an overall understanding of who she is, so there's that. And I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit of rambliness. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I'm like so awkward talking, but that's kind of the way it is. I'll probably be a little more woohoo when I talk about Phoenix. When I talk about Fee next. She'll be, yeah. I think I'm gonna do her next because I think I want to do the twins. I'll do the twins either at the same time or I'll do them like one after another or something like that. I'll do the twins last, either way. But, yeah. Until next video, bye guys!